Okay, so I recently made a video on using AI in Google Sheets using Gemini, and I want to make the same video using Copilot in Excel for anybody that's more Microsoft based. So, um, to show you this and to explain why it's important for those of you that didn't watch the Gemini video, I think from experience of people asking me for training, there's always an surprising amount of people that want training in Excel or spreadsheets. Whereas they don't know everything. Nobody does, but they feel more comfortable and at home in Word and PowerPoint. Um, but then when you get to spreadsheet software, um, they feel that it's more challenging. So that this that therefore means this could be a big advantage to lots of people, but we also need to be wary of using AI to do something that you couldn't do yourself. That is a very different thing from using AI to help you do something you could have done yourself but faster. The reason it's different is the validation at the end. It's really important we validate anything AI does to make sure it's helping us and not leading us down the wrong track. That's harder to do if you are using this to do something you couldn't have done anyway. So I'll go through that and explain that in a little while. But essentially, it can interpret data. Computers are very good at interpreting data. Interpret data, write formulas for you that you might not have known how to do, and you can talk to it in plain English. Is the main thing. So in Excel, um, you can it can spot trends. It can make charts. You don't need to hunt for functions because it'll pick the right one. Um, you can go further in Copilot, which is what's called you can make an analyst agent where you can give it huge amounts of data and it can run uh, analysis on it and try and find things out that you might not have even known to ask the question. Or you ask really big questions and need lots of data. That's really cool, but that's not what this video is. This video is just the basic level using it in Excel. So I'm going to do the same demo that I did in Google because I think it's good from a comparison point of view. So the both of them should smash this out of the park because it's very basic. The reason I'm keeping it basic is purely from a time perspective for the for watching AI work, which we experienced in some of the other videos, isn't the quickest. What I've given it is some really fictional, made up data of some exam results, target grades, things like that. So I'll ask it the same questions and see if it does it in the same way. So this is only on the paid plans. You can obviously upload a spreadsheet to the chat, ask these questions, get things back. But the integration is currently only on the paid plans. Um, so what I could say is, can you add colours to show me people that are getting below target? So I'm trying to word this in a simple way without giving any knowledge on how to solve it. So I'm looking for here, does it pick to do conditional formatting, which is the right way to do it, or does it just colour them in, which is not right? Which results should be coloured when they're below? Um, I'm just interested to see how it does it in a basic way that's not scalable. Because if they just colour the cells and we change the numbers, the colour should disappear. That's conditional formatting. If you just fill them in with the colour thing, that's not right. But hopefully it will do it right. The big pattern we notice in recording these videos is how slow Copilot is in comparison. But we've also noticed on a couple of occasions where it's done much better results. So sometimes it's worth waiting. Okay, so it's done that. So if I change this to what's their target? 60, 60. Yeah, they've added conditional formatting, which is great. So it's been done properly. It's not just been coloured in. So the next question is still, I'll just undo that in case it's going to throw it out. I'll leave it. The next question I was going to ask was, can you add a chart or graph to visualize this data? And let's see what I'm interested in. Not only does it do it accurately, I'm interested in what chart it picks. I like the fact it asks me questions. So what do I actually want to show? Class average by term, every pupil versus target. Let's go for that. So yeah, I feel like if I was actually working with one of these, I think there's benefits and drawbacks to both. I think Copilot, while it's not the cheapest, I do feel like the end result is consistently of good quality. But you are waiting. You know, Gemini would have ran this thing two or three times over, but is it doing it as deep? I don't know. Um, I'll be honest, my main go-to one is Claude, so it's neither Copilot nor Gemini for most things. Um, but but this is like it's like many things in business where you got competing products. The the, the winner changes. So it was ChatGPT for a long while, and then Gemini took over, and then Claude took over. Copilot is a version of ChatGPT, although I believe that's changed a little bit recently. But they keep moving, so you need to just keep using them all ideally, and especially some are better at some things and some are better at others. Okay, so it's not. Oh, it has. It's there. I was going to say it's not added to chart. It has. It's horrible, but it's added one. So what I need to do now is say, can you add an average column and just show that in the chart so the chart looks cleaner. So I've asked it two things in one there. So you could do this with much bigger data sets. You will sometimes think that huge data sets mean you'll wait a lot longer. But actually, a lot of the times it's not looking at the data itself, it's looking at the way things are structured. So, like if you're adding an average column, for example, it doesn't matter if you're adding it to 1,000,000 rows or 50 rows, it's going to be very similar in a time perspective. So I've just kept that like that. I could have done loads more, but you can see I can very easily, without having touched spreadsheets, achieve things in spreadsheets that I might not have done before. The one thing to be careful of is if you're relying on this data, you need to do some checks as much as you can, maybe with a calculator or asking somebody that knows spreadsheets to come and look at some of the formulas, because it is really important we validate AI output, especially if something could lead to a decision going against a child or a person. So, for example, if I was actually doing this piece of work and I was getting AI to tell me as a human which students I should go and focus my time with the most because they're furthest away from their target or something like that. Um, if it's made a mistake and I don't spot it, and then I spend my time with the wrong students or too much time with not the students that need my help the most and things like that, that decision has potentially negatively impact some students, which is not what we want and then what we've got to be careful of. So the alternative is, if you don't have this paid add-on, is you can paste the data into Copilot chat and you can or upload a spreadsheet and you can still do a lot of the same things, but you can't have that sort of like you're working on the document with them, and it's a little bit more like upload, download, change, that type of thing. It's not nowhere near as slick, but from an ability point of view, the AI is the same. So you can still get the outputs, but it's a little bit more in a copy and paste style manner. And like I say, the important thing to mention here is just to check the AI output before you use it, especially if it's something important. Um, so be careful of that. And that's AI in Excel.